The Unraveling Truth. A Young and Restless Tale. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm golden glow across Genoa City. The ambiance in the Newman ranch was one of anticipation, as family members gathered for dinner. Among them sat Sharon Collins, unwittingly positioned at the heart of a storm brewing just beneath the surface. Little did she know that the evening would reveal secrets that would alter her life forever. As the clamor of forks against plates filled the dining room, Nicky Newman's elegant voice broke through the chatter. "I think it's time we address something important," she began, clearing her throat. The tension in the room shifted, and Sharon felt an uneasy weight settle upon her. "Is everything okay, Nicky?" Sharon asked, her brow furrowing with concern. Nicky glanced at Nick, who appeared caught off guard. "It's about Nick and Sienna," she said slowly, her words laced with caution. Sharon's heart raced. Nick, Sienna. The names echoed through her mind like an ominous drumroll. She had heard of Sienna, Nick's former flame, a vibrant yet troubled woman whose presence had swept through Nick's past like a whirlwind. Memories of their relationship hung heavy in the air, accentuated by the lingering glances and whispered conversations of those around her. "Mom, what do you mean?" Nick interjected, his voice breaking the thick silence. "Why bring Sienna up now?" Nicky hesitated, her face conflicted between maternal protection and the need to speak the truth. "Because, Nick, it's time Sharon knew the whole story. You deserve to be transparent in your relationship." Sharon swallowed hard, trying to maintain her composure. The surfacing of such sentiments and histories had always been a fragile topic, and her insecurity loomed larger than ever. "What about Sienna?" she dared to ask, her voice shaky. With an exhale that suggested both relief and trepidation, Nicky elaborated, "There's something about their past that you need to understand. Nick and Sienna, they were involved in something quite serious. Their connection was deeply woven into the fabric of their lives, filled with secrets and lies." As Sharon listened, she felt the walls closing in. Each word was a nail driving into her heart, pushing her into an abyss of anxiety and despair. She could feel heat rising to her cheeks, her breath shallow and rapid. Nicky continued, "Sienna had her struggles, addictions and a past of questionable choices. They got caught up in something that nearly destroyed them both." Sharon's mind whirled. A familiar face emerged. Sienna, once an enigmatic figure in Nick's life, now resurrected to haunt her. It felt as though the universe conspired to tear down the serenity of her relationship with Nick. She could see the shadows of Sienna woven into their past like a ghost haunting the hallways of their love story. Nick's voice, though filled with regret, resonated sharply. "Sharon, I didn't want to bring it up because you mean everything to me. Sienna was a chapter I thought I'd closed. But I know I should have been honest." With each word from Nick, Sharon felt her resolve weaken. The countless questions she had buried deep within her were surfacing, clawing at her sanity. What had Nick not told her? What else lay hidden in the shadows of his past? As emotions swirled around her, the colorful memories of their romantic evenings turned to shades of gray. Angry tapes of memories rolled in her mind, of their laughter, their confessions, now tainted by the threat of betrayal. Had Nick ever truly let Sienna go? Suddenly, everything spiraled. It was as if a tidal wave had crashed within her, drowning her thoughts and values. The room blurred, the shouting voices faded into a distant hum. Desperately, she braced herself against the ornate dining table, the fancy china rattling beneath her touch. "Sharon," Nick called out, panic lacing his voice, but it was too late. The world around her faded to black, and the last thing she felt was a sense of weightlessness before she hit the floor. When Sharon came to, she was surrounded by worried faces, with Nick kneeling beside her, fear etched into his handsome features. "Sharon, please, I'm so sorry. Please, talk to me." But the truth played in her mind like a heavy melody. Secrets and complexity clouded her heart. The realization of the lasting impact of Nick and Sienna's past had knocked her off her feet, and she was left grappling with a mounting fear. Would she ever be able to trust him completely again? The journey towards healing would be a long one. The question remained, could love withstand such turbulence, or would it ultimately lead to heartache? Only time would tell, as the sun sank lower, leaving only whispers of the day's revelations behind.